Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi Cola. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
You have found the source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best country, Southern Gospel.
We are the light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like you've never seen it before, with shows like The Jaguar Den on the first Monday of every month. And all your favorite sports coverage, you can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio 98.5 as we are teaming up to bring you coverage all over no matter where you are. Tune in today.
Hi, my name is Mike Black, the principal at North Laurel High School. I'm joined by Athletic Director Ethan Everso, and we're excited that you've tuned in to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. The Jaguar Broadcasting Network was a dream of mine to be able to showcase the talents of not only our student athletes, but our students who are actively involved in creating commercials, working behind the scenes in video production, and we're excited to see where this venture leads.
If you want to see your name or business come across the screen in one of our commercials done by our awesome sports marketing class, feel free to reach out to the school. You can contact me via email or via phone. We can make that happen for you. Thank you for tuning in to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Go Jags.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to Corbin High School as we are getting ready to start off the 13th Region Championship softball game between your Lady Jaguars and the Lady Generals of Jackson County. This is going to be a rematch of the 49th District Championship game where Lady Jags defeated Jackson County 11-1.
Yes, and like we talked about earlier, Jackson County has just played two outstanding games. They upset South Laurel on Monday in an outstanding softball game, and South Laurel was, ranked just as high as we were, just right there in RPI. But Candace Williams in the circle just held them at bay the entire game, and they won 3-2 in extra innings. And then last night in the semifinals, they defeated Harlan 5-2. So, like you said, a rematch of the 49th District Championship game, which was won by North Laurel last week. On May the 21st, 11-1. These two teams also met earlier in the season on April the 22nd, with North Laurel coming away with a 15-3 victory. But like you mentioned earlier, don't feel like this is going to be an 11-1 game or a mercy rule game. I feel like it's going to be much more competitive.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, especially with Williams. She's just been dialed in the circle these last few games. And on the offensive side of things, that's where they struggled most against us last week in the district championship, was getting the bats going. They were able to put one run on the board in the first inning, but after that, they really struggled and wasn't able to put together many hits. But I expect that to be different, as the last two games they've really been able, using Barry, Fee, Moore, and Brockman. Those especially have been terrific at the plate the last few games.
Absolutely, and your Jaguars defeated Pineville last night 6-1. Just found a way to win. Got started. Tessa Monholland was great in the circle, hit a home run, and so we're looking forward to an outstanding game. We're going to step aside here for a minute for the national anthem, and then we'll be back on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like you've never seen it before, with shows like The Jaguar Den on the first Monday of every month. And all your favorite sports coverage, you can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio 98.5, as we are teaming up to bring you coverage all over, no matter where you are. Tune in today.
All right, welcome back here to the North Laurel Athletics Facebook page and live on North Laurel Nation's YouTube. This is Jalen and Mike Black here, ready to bring you coverage of the 2025 13th Region Softball Championship game.
Yeah, we'll set the lineups quickly for Jackson County. Leading off will be the catcher 00 Blakeland Fee. Playing second base will be the number 1 Bailey Berry. Number 55, Kylie Moore, the center fielder, will bat third. Batting fourth will be number 4, the shortstop, Lexi Brockman. And we'll get the others as we're ready for the first pitch here tonight.
Fee squares the bunt, pulls back, and that ball is called for ball 1.
In the circle for your Lady Jaguars is number 4 freshman, Emma Carl.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, squares the bunt again, and that time it is fouled off behind the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, I suspect we're going to see a lot of that. You know, they're going to try to bunt, get on, and do whatever they can to advance the runners. But, you know, Emma comes in, you know, into this tournament with a record of 13-5. You know, she was the winning pitcher in Monday's game against Corbin,
Hard cut, swing and a miss for strike 2 by Fee.
I like that off-speed pitch there by Emma. Work on getting that down in the zone. But yeah, if you're watching, we're on the North Laurel Athletic Facebook page. tonight, but also on the North Laurel Nation YouTube page, along with 98.5 WJTE, Light of London on the radio.
That pitch by Carl just misses low of the zone for ball 2. So a 2-2 count now to Fee. No runners on and 0 outs here in the top of the first inning. Hard cut by Fee as that one is fouled off.
Yeah, Fee was 2 for 4 last night against Harlan with a single and a double. Scored, well, I think they ran a courtesy runner for her as the catcher. I think the courtesy runner scored twice in a 5-2 victory.
Fee makes contact with that one, fielded by Edwards at first, and she steps on the bag to record out number 1 of the inning.
The next up will be the second baseman, Bailey Berry. Coming in the tournament, she was hitting .347.
Barry crushes that one, and it's going to drop in shallow center field for a single to get the Lady Generals going.
Yeah, we noticed last night that Lady Generals were very aggressive in the box, especially your top 4 or 5 hitters. So Emma's going to have to know that and stay out of the middle of the plate here.
That'll bring to the plate now the center fielder, number 55, Kylie Moore for the Generals. She's got a runner on first and 1 out in the top of the first. She swings on the first pitch, and it's in the gap. Barry rounds second. She's heading for third. Moore going to try second, and the throw is not in time. And a wild throw from McClure. So Barry scores, and Moore will advance to third.
Well, this is kind of how they started out in the district tournament. They scored 1 run in the top of the first. So it's important here that we settle down in the circle, and because we know, having watched Jackson County 2 or 3 times, like we said, these girls at the top of the order, they can swing the bat.
Yeah, and already seeing more confidence from the Generals in the box than we did in the district championship game. To the plate now is number 4, the shortstop, Lexi Brockman. She'll swing and miss for strike 1. Oh, 1 count now for Brockman with a runner on third and 1 out as Jackson County leads 1-0 in the top of the first. That pitch by Carl outside for ball 1.
Jackson County's making their first appearance in the 13th Region Fast Pitch Softball Championship game. So, just got on a great ride here, so they don't have anything to lose.
As the pitch by Carl is high for ball 2.
As I know, when the brackets came out, no one expected them to be in the championship game.
No, without a doubt, the upset against South Laurel in the first round was a stunner for sure. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Carl, swung and missed for strike 2. So a 2-2 count for Brockman. Here's the pitch from Carl. It's wild, bounces back to Finley off the net, and Moore will stay at third base.
That's a good job base running by Moore. Your instinct as soon as that ball goes past the catcher is to take off. But it came right back to Finley off the net. And if Moore had tried to steal home, she would have been out.
So we've got a full count situation now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Carl, popped up and foul and out of play.
Three-two count, 1 out. Center fielder Kylie Moore on third. Lexi Brockman steps back into the box.
3-2 pitch, swung and miss.
Big
So
strikeout
strike
there.
3, strikeout number 1 for Carl in the evening, and out number 2 this inning. Great job by Carl there to continue to battle in the circle. To the plate now is the pitcher number 24, Candace Williams. Williams swings and misses for strike 1.
Yeah, she was 1 for 4 last night. 2 strikeouts. So Emma needs to bear down here and leave that runner on third.
Second pitch from Carl is low for ball 1.
It might have been low and outside. Got to adjust to the strike zone. I think last night that was a strike. But, you know, got a different home plate umpire tonight.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Off speed is Williams able to foul that one off. One-two count, 2 outs. And swing and a miss as Carl sits Williams down for out number 3 and strikeout number 2 on the evening.
Yeah, great job by Emma to settle down there after back-to-back hits by Berry and Moore. As Jackson County leads here in the top of the first, or at the end of the top of the first, as we go to the bottom of the first, 1-0. We'll set the lineup for your Lady Jaguars. Same lineup that they've had practically all season. Leading off will be center fielder number 21, Katie Sams. Batting second will be number 4, the pitcher, Emma Carl. Batting third will be number 2, the shortstop, Sage McClure. Batting fourth will be number 8, Bella Sizemore, the second baseman. Batting ninth will be Ellie Adams, batting fifth, number 9, Ellie Adams, the third baseman. Batting sixth, number 28, Morgan Edwards, the first baseman. Batting seventh will be the catcher, number 15, Bella Finley. Batting eighth will be the designated player, Tessa Monholland. We have Lucy Linville, will be the flex, playing right field. And then batting ninth, number 11, Katie Keene, the left fielder.
So as you mentioned earlier, this is a similar start to the last time these two teams met. North Laurel kind of dealt with the same thing against Palmville as well last night. Palmville was first on the board, scored 1 run in the first inning there. And North Laurel was able to battle back and get things going, get the bats going.
Yeah, much just like they did. I think at the district tournament, I was there. Jackson County jumped out 1-0 lead, and then we came back and tied it in the bottom of the first. Then we held Jackson County the rest of the game, and we ended up scoring 11 runs, 10 runs over the next 3 innings to win 11-1.
Here's the first pitch to Sam. She'll hold off as it is outside for ball 1.
Katie enters the tournament hitting .402, 13 doubles, tied for 7th in the state.
Inside pitch to Sams. It's going to be ball 2. Two-0 count now. Sam swings and misses for strike 1.
Yeah, she was real aggressive there, looking for the fastball, and just like we've seen earlier, Williams threw that off the plate. It's on the outside edge.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sams gets underneath that one as it is fouled off and out of play. Two count now.
If you're watching, we are on Share with Your Friends. We're on North Laurel Athletics Facebook page and North Laurel Nation YouTube.
And Sam strikes out, watching strike 3 down the middle. And that's going to be Williams' first strikeout on the evening for out number 1. To the plate now for the Lady Jags, number 4, the pitcher, Emma Carl.
Emma entered the tournament hitting .495, just in leading in all statistical categories in the top 25 in the state, 12 home runs.
First pitch to her is ball 1.
Emma was 0 for 1 last night with 3 walks.
Gets underneath that one. It's a high fly ball and going to land on the top of the third base dugout. Here's the 1-1 pitch for Carl. And Williams picks up the strike on the outside corner of the zone. So Carl now 1-2 count, no runners on and 1 out in the bottom of the first. That pitch is ball 2.
Yeah, Williams went off speed there.
Yeah, it looks like she's struggling on the last 2 off-speed pitches she's attempted have been really low. Two pitch, and Carl pulls that one. Fouling out of play.
We'll have a hard time getting an inside fastball past Emma Carl. She's going to turn on that. It's important here. She's hit it where it's pitched. Williams is probably going to come back outside here and make her chase.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Carl rips that one. It's got a chance. And it's going to bounce off the fence. Carl's getting waved around to third.
I don't know if she was getting waved. I think Coach Chris Edwards had the stop sign up, and she ran the stop sign. But anyway, she coasted into third for a triple. I thought Moore was going to make that play.
That's a hard throw from center field on line to third base.
Well, I actually thought she was going to make the catch.
She
kept
tracked
drifting
it well.
and drifting. Next in the box, Sage McClure, senior shortstop.
The RBI queen, first pitch to her. High fly ball out to right center.
It's going
to drop right in front of McCowan in right field. So mark her down. Another RBI for McClure as Carl steps on home and ties this ball game up 1-1.
Yeah, she came into the tournament with 53 RBIs, and I think she's had 3 in this tournament.
One particular one being the walk-off against Corbin in the first round.
Absolutely.
That'll bring to the plate now second baseman number 8, Bella Sizemore, with a runner on first and 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Fakes the bunt. McClure head down, going to steal second, and she slides in safely under the tag.
I think we probably could have guessed what was going to happen there. Sage entered the tournament 11 for 11 on stolen bases, and I think she's had at least one in every game. We don't have cumulative stats for the tournament, but
Sizemore took strike 1 there. There's the 0-1 pitch. She'll get under it to high fly ball. And the shortstop Brockman going to make the catch for out number 2.
the only thing about the fake bunt steal is, they're typically going to throw a strike, so you got your hitter in the hole 0-1.
Yep, starting behind in the count. That'll bring to the plate now third baseman number 9, Ellie Adams, with a runner on second and 2 outs. We are tied up 1-1 in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1 by Adams.
We've talked about it all week. Runner in scoring position here. Winning softball, you get this run in here. So I'd like to see Ellie come up with a big 2-out hit here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 1.
Left-handed catcher, right-handed hitter in the box. I'm not sure. I might take a chance
third.
here.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Ellie falls behind in the count 1-2.
One-two pitch. Hit to the shortstop. Brockman makes a throw, and that's going to be out number 3. So that's going to do it for the first inning. We're all tied up 1-1 as your Lady Jags take on the Lady Generals of Jackson County in the 13th Region Championship game. This is Jalen and Mike Black on North Laurel Athletics Facebook, North Laurel Nation YouTube, and WJT 98.5. We'll step aside and we'll be right back.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. Pepsi Cola. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
All right, welcome back here to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network as we start the second inning. This is right fielder number 6, Aubrey McCowan at the plate for the Lady Generals. First pitch to her just misses, and it's called ball 1. Swing and a miss by McCowan for strike 1. So 1-1 count here. That pitch misses. Not sure if it was outside or low. 2-1 count now. Two-one pitch. McCowan makes contact. It's a grounder to second, and Sizemore fields it and makes the first out here in the top of the second. So now to the plate for the Lady Generals, number 11, Ella Salee. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, as we look through the statistics from previous games, most of Jackson County's hits have come from the top 3 hitters in the order. So it's important as Emma throws another strike that she works ahead in the count and goes right after these hitters down toward the bottom of the lineup.
Yeah, so Carl, early start here. She's ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Salee swings, makes contact, and that's foul.
One 0-2 count, 1 out here in the top of the second in the 13th Region Championship softball game. Jackson County and North Laurel tied 1-1.
And swing and a miss for strike 3. And Carl's third strikeout on the evening as North Laurel gets their second out. That'll bring to the plate now the left fielder, number 5, Scarlett Peel.
Peel was 0 for 4 last night, reached on an error, but scored a run for the Lady Generals.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside for ball 1.
Based from our angle, again, it seems to be a little tighter strike zone than it was last night. Couldn't tell if that was in or out.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 count now. Peel gets a piece of that one as it is fouled off into the net.
Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for allowing us to broadcast this week. Lipari Energy, Sheriff John Root, and Pepsi.
1-2 pitch as Peel gets a piece of that one as well.
Also a big shout out to Corbin High School and their athletic director, Tackett Wilson, for being so accommodating this week, allowing us this opportunity as well. And, we've had a blast bringing you all the 13th Region Softball Tournament this year.
That pitch misses for ball 2.
Now, tendency here, 2-2. She's fouled off a couple. Don't slow down. Just continue to throw it.
That pitch misses as well. So full count situation here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the full count pitch. Peel pops that one up. Adams going after it. Tough play by Ellie Adams at third base as she finds the wall of the dugout and makes the grab for out number 3.
We've talked about that multiple times this week. That's exactly how you play it. A lot of players would have given up on that ball. Ellie went right to that fence and caught it right up against the netting there in front of the dugout. Outstanding play as Emma sets down the Lady Generals in order as we move to the bottom of the second. Score 1-1. Up to bat for the Lady Jaguars to start off the bottom of the second will be Morgan Edwards, the first baseman, the catcher Bella Finley, and the designated player Tessa Monholland.
Yeah, this lineup right here had a huge ending to the first round against Corbin. It started off just like this. Edwards at the plate, a nice line drive for a single. And then we were able to put in a pinch runner there. We stole second. And then Finley came up and nice double to score the tying run. And then Monholland ended it off by getting a double. And, I believe that's when Finley advanced to third and McClure came up. So these 3 right here have been very important in the tournament so far.
Well, you don't win on Monday without Morgan leading off with a hit and then Finley's double to right field.
Absolutely. So Morgan Edwards to the plate now. First pitch low for ball 1.
We've seen Morgan have some great at-bats in this tournament, not always with a hit, but battling in the box as the pitchers had to throw lots of pitches.
Second pitch from Williams misses inside for ball 2.
Very disciplined, as we've seen here in this first at-bat here in the bottom of the second.
That pitch high for ball 3, so going to expect a 3-0 take here.
Oh, absolutely. Leadoff hitter, 1-1 game.
And that one going to get the corner of the strike zone for strike 1.
Then your mentality here up 3-1 in the count is, don't swing at her pitch. It's nothing, something you can drive.
Morgan hits that one hard, high in the air. And that play is made by Moore in left center field for out number 1. That'll bring to the plate now number 15, the catcher Bella Finley.
One out here in the bottom of the second. The Lady Jaguars are batting. The score tied 1-1 in the championship game of the 13th Region Softball Tournament.
First pitch to Finley, swung on, fielded, and play made by the third baseman, Ella Salih, for out number 2. That brings to the plate now our DH, number 26, Tessa Mulholland.
I do feel better about the at-bats here with the Lady Jaguars. We're here to the 8th batter, and every player but one has put it in play.
Mulholland holds off on that one, but it's called strike one.
Because I know Coach Chris Edwards was probably a little concerned about the number of strikeouts last night. So
that pitch is called for strike two, so Mulholland's going to have to battle here. No balls, 2 strikes. She makes contact with that one, is able to poke it into the gap for a nice single by Tessa Mulholland.
great piece of hitting with 2 strikes right there. More slides to stop the ball and keep it from going to the fence.
That brings to the plate now left fielder number 11, Katie King. She has a runner on first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Katie led off the 4th inning last night with a big triple and actually scored on a throwing error.
First pitch to her is high for ball 1. Second pitch is swung on. It's out to center field, and the catch is made by Moore for out number 3. So that's going to take us to the top of the 3rd inning. We are still all tied up here 1-1 as the Lady Jags take on the Lady Generals in the 13th Region Championship game. You're listening to Jalen and Mike Black. We'll step aside, and we'll be right back.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. PepsiCo. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
All right, welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network on North Laurel Athletics Facebook page and North Laurel Nation on YouTube, WJT 98.5. At the plate now for the Lady Generals, number 7, Sadie Sills, as she swings and is able to foul that ball off.
Sills was 1 for 3 last night in the Lady Generals' victory over Harlan in the semifinals of the region.
Sills holds off on the high pitch. It's ball 1.
Again, shout out to all you watching tonight on North Laurel Athletics Facebook page. We had to switch over from the North Laurel Nation Facebook page, but we're also on North Laurel Nation YouTube.
As Sills gets a piece of that one, but that is Lucy Jo Linville in right field, comes in and makes the grab for out number 1. To the plate now, back at the top of the order for the Lady Generals, it's 0-0, the catcher, Blakeland Fee.
Fee led off the game. Ball hit back to the pitcher.
First pitch from Carl, high for ball 1. That pitch inside for ball 2. That pitch misses outside, so Carl now behind in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Fee squares the bunt, pulls back. And that pitch is called for strike 1. And that pitch is outside for ball 4, so Fee will take her base. And that'll bring to the plate now the second baseman, number 1, Bailey Berry.
She singled in the first inning and scored Jackson County's only run after a double by Kylie Moore. So we're here in the top of the third. 1-1, 1 out, runner on first base. Bailey Berry in the box for the Jackson County Lady Generals.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. A 1 count for Berry, 1 out and a runner on first. Makes contact with that one. It's a fly ball. And a tough play made as Edwards not able to get to it in time. And it'll drop in foul territory.
Yeah, that's a tough play. Your second baseman's got to come over there and just call off the first baseman. Bella's running, looking at the ball. Morgan's having to backpedal to find the ball. Just kind of fell in no man's land.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's high for ball 1. One, 2 count. That pitch low for ball 2.
Yeah, Emma's got to settle down right here and go after Berry. She definitely doesn't want to put another runner on base via the walk.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off by Berry.
Berry came into the tournament this week batting .347 with 3 home runs and 15 RBIs.
Two pitch and fouled off by Berry once again.
And guess what it's doing?
Little rain shower.
A little rain shower. Wouldn't be a softball game this week if we weren't dodging the rain. Hoping this one won't last long.
2-2 pitch from Carl, swung on by Berry. It's out to right center. Sams comes all the way from center field to make the catch for out number 2.
Just a great play right there. She covered some ground.
Yeah, she read that ball right off the bat. And as you mentioned, covered some ground. Great play out there by Sams in center field. To the plate now for the Lady Generals, number 55, the center fielder, Kylie Moore. She has a runner on first and 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. First pitch to her is swung on and fouled off.
She had a double in the first inning, RBI, Jackson County's only run. And having watched the games all week, she's going to swing at that first pitch. I think our coaching staff has recognized that, and that ball was a little bit off the plate there. So she's very aggressive in the box.
Almost bit on that pitch right there, but it is high and outside for ball 1.
Moore comes into the tournament. She's a sophomore. Jackson County's leading hitter, 392, 5 home runs and 26 RBIs.
Carl going back to that high pitch there. She almost bit on that one as well, but it's high for ball 2.
Yeah, she's being disciplined here. She loads up and is ready to swing at any pitch.
2-1 pitch from Carl. Moore swings on that one, fouls it off into the net.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first here in the top of the third in the championship game. 13th Region Softball Tournament between North Laurel and Jackson County. Tied 1-1. Great job of pitching there by Emma Carl.
Yeah, Carl went back to that outside off the plate, and Moore bit on it for strike 3 and out number 3. That's Carl's 4th strikeout on the evening. As we are all tied up here heading into the bottom of the 3rd, 1-1.
Yeah, just a little clarification on why we're not streaming on North Laurel Nation. If you'll remember, about 3 weeks ago, we hosted the Jags Gala at the Creek Church. Just an outstanding event, and to add something a little more to it, we try to build upon it each year. We decided to live stream the event on North Laurel Nation. No commentary, we just live streamed. The Creek was great to let us to tie into their microphone, so everything that was going on that night was broadcast live, including the music. And so evidently someone a lot more petty than I am, I guess, reported us for a copyright violation. So that's the reason Facebook all of a sudden, almost 3 weeks later, decides to shut down our North Laurel Nation Live Facebook, as we were broadcasting Game 2 last night of the 13th Region semifinals. But luckily, we were also broadcasting on North Laurel Nation YouTube, so people were able to watch there. But just wanted to clarify what happened last night. That's why we have transitioned today to the North Laurel Athletics Facebook page, because we're in Facebook jail on North Laurel Nation for trying to support student athletes, trying to recognize them and make an outstanding event even better. So just a little clarification on that as we move to the bottom of the 3rd with Lady Jags leadoff hitter, number 21, center fielder Katie Sams in the box. Katie 0 for 1 tonight, struck out looking in the bottom of the 1st.
First pitch to Sams. Swung on. High fly ball. And the center fielder comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring to the plate now number 4, the pitcher, Emma Carl. No runners on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Emma tripled in the bottom of the 1st. Scored North Laurel's only run off the RBI single by Sage McClure. As we are in the bottom of the 3rd, tied 1-1.
Off-speed pitch to start Carl off. It misses low for ball 1.
Great crowd on hand here at Corbin High School. We've had great crowds all week despite the weather. Oh, excuse me, swing there, and it catches the bat. Gemma tried to check her swing.
So a 1-1 count now for Carl.
Carl, just a freshman, one of the top offensive players in Kentucky this season, hitting .495 coming into the game with 51 hits, 12 home runs, and 51 RBIs.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Carl off speed, and that one misses high for ball 2.
Williams been very careful here with Carl.
For good reason. You give Carl a pitch over the plate, you have a lot to deal with, as that pitch is low for ball 3. And that right there would be ball 4 had Carl not done the little check swing. But regardless, here's a 3-1 pitch. And going to be ball 4, and Williams throws her hand up wanting to know where that misses.
Yeah, if that ball is inside from where we're at, that's catching the inside of the batter's box. Now, to Williams' credit, that was a strike last night.
But that's part of the game. You got to be able to adapt to the different zones from different umpires behind the plate. Now in the box, number 2, Sage McClure. She'll watch the first pitch for ball 1. So thankful to be out of the rain this
Absolutely.
evening.
As the sun shines, but it's raining.
1-0 count, and Carl was head down going to steal there as McClure fouls that pitch off.
Yeah, had a little hit and run going.
1-1 count here for McClure. 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch on the outside corner. Carl's going, and that is the second time this season she has been hit by a throw when stealing second.
Again, we talked about it last night with the turf being a little wet. You're going to go a little further, and Emma loves that head first slide, and Coach Edwards goes out to check on her. She got hit by the throw from the catcher, but she came around to the backside of the base and was just barely holding on. Not sure you can tell on the live stream, but pretty good little shower going on right now while the sun shines.
So Carl able to successfully steal second there. So McClure now with the runner in scoring position and 1 out. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Williams. So McClure fouls that ball off.
Two count, 1 out here in the bottom of the third in the championship game of the 13th Region Softball Tournament.
That pitch low. Carl tries to read it. Throw not good. Gets by the third baseman. And Carl gonna score there as she stole third and advanced on the bad throw.
Yeah, and like I talked about earlier, you got a right-handed hitter in the box, a left-handed throwing catcher. And, Sage has a right to that box.
To the box, yep.
And that's a difficult throw. As a right-hander, you can step out and throw around her. That's tough as a lefty.
3-2 pitch now from McClure. She rakes this one
off
the fence and left center. She's going for 2, and
it's an absolute bullet. She'd probably go get on to Emma and say just cost her an RBI, but I know she'll take it as the Jags lead 2-1 here. Thought for a minute that might have a chance.
That's been one of the most solid hit balls there. Wasn't underneath it. We've been tending to drop our hands and be hitting a lot of pop-ups tonight as Sizemore comes to the plate. First pitch to her is ball 1.
Yeah, one of the reasons I thought it had a chance is the people out there in left center field
started moving.
The couple were getting out of the way. And Jags lead 2-1 here. Runner on second. Second baseman Bella Sizemore up.
Here's a 1-0 pitch from Williams. Sizemore hits it in the same spot. This one short hops the fence. And McClure going to score, and it's going to be a double for Bella Sizemore. So they trade places, and the Lady Jags go up 3-1 over the Lady Generals.
Much like the district tournament, they're seeing Williams for the second time through the box. And granted, Williams struck out 14 on Monday against South Laurel. But they're getting a second look at her, and like you said, starting to square balls up. These last 2 balls have been ropes.
So that'll bring to the plate now third baseman number 9, Ellie Adams. She has a runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Let's trade places with her here, Ellie.
First pitch to her outside for ball 1. One-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside as well, so 2-0 count here for Adams.
Again, all this started with 1 out. Emma Carl walks and steals second, steals third, and advances on a pass ball.
And Adams hits that one right field. It's foul, but caught by Aubrey McCowan. But Sizemore able to tag up there.
Good job of hitting there by Ellie. She just takes what she's given, got under it just a little bit, but drove that out into, like I said, in the foul territory as McCowan makes the play, and Bella tags up and advances to third here with 2 outs.
So that'll bring to the plate number 28, first baseman Morgan Edwards. She has a runner on third and 2 outs. North Laurel leads 3-1 in the bottom of the third inning over Jackson County. First pitch to Edwards on the outside corner of the zone for strike 1. 0-1 pitch from Williams. Trying that off speed, left it high.
One count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Morgan able to hit that one, but it lands foul.
He's got an inside out at that one. That was inside pitch and fouls it off to right field. She receives some instruction from Coach Dad, Chris Edwards. Again, 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third. The bottom of the third, Lady Jaguars extended their lead this inning to 3-1.
1-2 pitch. Edwards fouls this one off behind the plate.
This will be some more momentum for the Lady Jaguars if you can get this 2-out hit here with a runner on third. As Williams gets the pitch.
She struggled so far tonight with that off-speed pitch. It's either been low in the turf or left it high. It's going to be ball 2, 2-2 count now for Edwards.
Yeah, I'm sitting fastball here if I'm Morgan.
Continuing to battle, she fouls that one off.
Credit to Williams. 2-2 count, 2 outs. She's still staying on that inside part of the plate. Those back-to-back pitches have been on the inside third of the plate. Morgan's going to turn on it here.
Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one low for ball 3. Great battle by Morgan here at the plate. So now full count situation here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It's inside. Edwards turns on it. That's going to drop foul.
Again, that's 4 or 5 straight pitches fouled off by Morgan. Again, Lady Jaguars lead the Lady Generals 3-1 here in the bottom of the third inning in the championship game of the 13th region softball tournament. Full count, 2 outs, runner on third. The winner advances to the state championship at John Crop Stadium. They'll play June the 5th.
Williams gets her on the outside corner, strike 3 for out number 3, and Williams will pick up her second strikeout on the evening.
A good inning for Lady Jaguars. 2 runs, 2 hits to extend the lead to 3-1 as we go to the top of the 4th. You're listening to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network on North Laurel High School Athletics Facebook page, North Laurel Nation YouTube, and 98.5 WJTE.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like you've never seen it before, with shows like The Jaguar Den on the first Monday of every month, and all your favorite sports coverage. You can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio 98.5 as we are teaming up to bring you coverage all over, no matter where you are. Tune in today.
All right, welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. We are now in the top of the 4th inning. Lady Jags lead 3-1 over Jackson County. To the plate now for the Generals, shortstop number 4, Lexi Brockman. She turns on the first pitch. It's a little dribbler to Adams. Adams makes the throw, and the Jaguars 1 up, 1 down here to start the 4th.
Yeah, another good play there by Ellie. She fields it and just throws it. And if you get anywhere close, Morgan Edwards is going to make the play.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now, stepping into the box for Lady Generals, number 24, the pitcher, Candace Williams. First pitch to her, swing and a miss for strike 1.
She's 0 for 1 on the evening. Struck out in the top of the first inning. Again, if you're just now joining us, North Laurel Lady Jaguars lead 3-1.
Williams fouls that pitch off.
So we're in the top of the fourth inning. Championship game. As I said, winner advances to play June 5th. I think that's next Thursday, the state championship, and they'll play the defending state champions, Henderson County. They won the second region, I believe that was last night.
Here's the 0-2 pitch by Carl Williams. One hopper to Edwards. She fields it, steps on the bag for out number 2. That brings to the plate now number 6 right fielder Aubrey McCowan.
Yeah, Henderson County defeated Livingston Central last night 5-4 in 8 innings in the championship game of the second region.
First pitch to McCowan, high and outside for ball 1.
McCowan grounded out in the top of the second to the second baseman.
McCowan hits that one right back up the middle to Carl. She fields it and makes the play for out number 3. So a quick 3-up, 3-down inning by your Lady Jags as they lead 3-1 over Jackson County heading in to the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, other than a walk in the third inning, Emma's retired 9 out of the last 10 hitters. So really starting to throw the ball well. Defense is backing her up as we enter the bottom of the fourth. Lady Jaguars lead 3-1. We'll lead off with the catcher, Bella Finley, the designated player, Tessa Monholland, and the left fielder, Katie Keene. You would look and think it was a beautiful evening. Looks like it may have stopped raining.
I think it has now.
Finally. But stay tuned after the game. We'll get a word with Coach Chris Edwards and some player interviews as well.
Lady Jags looking to go back-to-back.
Back-to-back winners, a 13th Region Championship. You know, last year we came in and weren't expected to win, and then just got on a great run, advanced all the way to the championship game in the state tournament. So hoping same thing happens here. We can hold on here. I'd like to add on a few more runs. We talk about that as well.
Yeah, the game's definitely not over now.
No.
Only a 2-run cushion here. In a championship game, that's not going to be enough. So Finley steps into the box here. Here's the first pitch to her. It's high for ball 1.
Finley grounded out to the third baseman in the bottom of the second. 0 for 1 on the evening.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Henderson County team that defeated us last year was a senior-heavy team.
I can't correct you because I'm not sure on that.
If my memory serves me well, that is correct. As Finley swings and misses for strike 1. One count now.
Finley had the big hit on Monday to score the tying run. And the Jaguars 3-2 victory in 8 innings over Corbin. 2-1 count here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Lady Jaguars leading 3-1.
Finley hits that one foul out of play.
On deck for the Lady Jaguars, Tessa Monholland. She's been swinging a hot bat lately for the Lady Jaguars. Had a home run last night and a single tonight in her first at bat. 2-2 count. Williams looks in for the pitch.
Ground ball hit to third base. Salik. Oh!
I guess we're going to get to do the old safe versus out, and evidently I was 0 for 2 last night, so I'll not say anything, but that's a 5-3 put out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Oh, Kevin Riley's probably watching. Rewind it there, Kevin, and tell us safe or out.
I don't know if they can see from this angle. Van Hollen at the plate now, swings on the first pitch. Yeah, that's trouble. It lands fair. Van Hollen going to have a stand-up double here.
Keep swinging that bat, 26.
So North Laurel now with a runner on second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th, and to the plate now, left fielder number 11, Katie King. So Keene in the box for the Lady Jags. First pitch to her inside for ball 1.
One-0 count, 1 out, runner on second, the bottom of the 4th. North Laurel leads 3-1.
Keene fouls that pitch off behind the plate, and then it comes off the net, hits her in the shoulder. One count here for Keene. A pitch inside for ball 2.
That didn't miss by much because that had a lot of movement on it. We had a really good angle here. That one, as it left her hand, it looked like it was 6-8 inches inside, but almost caught the inside part of the plate. 2-1 count here, 1 out.
And a hard hit ground ball gets past the third baseman. Van Hollen's being waved home.
Great job.
And it's an RBI double by Katie Keene as North Laurel goes ahead 4-1.
4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. As Michaela Byers is commenting, wanting the score. Just in time is another hit by the Lady Jaguars. 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Katie Sams in the box, runner on second, 1 out.
First pitch to Sam. She squares the bunt, gets it down, and that's a pretty bunt. And she runs it out. She's safe at first and advances the runner to third. And me and Dad would be lying if we haven't said we've been wanting that bunt here the last few at bats. So great job right there by Katie Sams. Sneaky little bunt down the first base line, advances Keene to third, and she's safe at first. Now to the plate, the pitcher number 4, Emma Carl. An automatic steal there for Sams, so she takes second base. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Emma Carl. 0-1 count.
4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th. That was ball 2.
Yeah.
Strike 2. I'm sorry. 0-2 count.
That's tough for Carl, and so she feels the need to swing on that pitch now, and it's fouled out of play.
Oh, 2 count here on Lady Jaguar hitter Emma Carl.
Right there. A nice ground ball gets between third baseman and shortstop. Keene scores, Sam scores, and it's another double for the Lady Jags as they go up 6-1 over the Generals of Jackson County. Great job there by Emma Carl. Got down 0-2 in the count. was still able to have some confidence in the plate and get a hit there. To the plate now, number 2, shortstop Sage McClure.
Sage 2 for 2 on the night. Single and a double and an RBI.
First pitch to her is called strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. McClure gets a piece of that one. The third baseman lost her footing on the wet turf there, and McClure going to be on first, and Carl able to make it to third. So now North Laurel with runners on first and third. And number 8, Sizemore to the plate with 1 out.
I think Sage is still in here.
That's a automatic. Nice little jog to keep her loose as she steals second. Sizemore had a line drive out there to left center in the gap for a double her last at bat. We'll see if she can do it again. 1-0 pitch. That one's crushed. That's gone, baby.
Later.
Pucker up. Kiss that one goodbye. Lady Jags go up 9-1 over Jackson County, courtesy of the 3-run bomb by Bella Sizemore.
They busted open here in the bottom of the 4th.
It's been a 6-run inning here for the Lady Jags. They're not done yet as number 9, Ellie Adams, steps into the box.
Ellie 0 for 2 on the night. Excuse me. Yes, 0 for 2. Grounded out the shortstop and hit a fly ball to right field.
Right there. Going to be a ground ball to Say Lee, and she'll make the play for out number 2. So now with 2 outs to the plate, number 28, Morgan Edwards.
So Lady Jaguars have scored 6 runs this inning. They now lead 9-1. In the bottom of the 4th inning here in the championship game of the 13th Region Softball Tournament at Corbin High School. Thank our sponsors, Lipari Energy, Sheriff John Root, and Pepsi. Thank them for allowing us to broadcast these games. We appreciate their support of North Laurel High School athletics and North Laurel softball.
Two-0 count here for Edwards. That pitch gets past the catcher for ball 3.
You know, if you're a Lady Jaguar fan, you'd like to see 2 more runs across the board here and then 3 outs, and we're advancing to the state tournament. Getting greedy, aren't we?
Yeah. And Edwards going to take 4 straight balls and first base.
2-out rally here. As Bella Finley, who started off this inning, grounded out to the third baseman. In probably what most would agree, especially if you're wearing blue and green, she beat that one out.
Yep. So runner on first, 2 outs. Lady Jags lead 9-1. First pitch is smoked up the middle by Finley. And that could have been bad.
Yes. That's the one fear you have as a pitcher, because that ball got on her in a hurry. She singles up the middle. Now we have runners on first and third, and we have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Bella Finley. I believe that's number 33, Bella Brown. Lots of Bellas. not only in basketball, we had lots of Bellas.
Yeah.
We got lots of Bellas on the softball team. As Tessa Monholland, 2 for 2 on the night, steps in the box.
Keeps it
And
going. Keeps it rolling as she hits
absolutely
one.
laces one. I'm
Yeah,
sending
right
her.
center
I'm sending
field.
her.
There's Edwards scoring. We're sending Sams. And Sams will score as well. Lady Jags go up 11-1 after the double by Monholland.
Monholland is absolutely seeing the ball well right now. 3 for 3 tonight. Katie Keene comes to bat here. She also in this inning had a single and an RBI as the Lady Jaguars have busted it open. Scored 8 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They now lead 11-1.
First pitch to Keene. Called strike one. Second pitch to Keene is strike 2, so she'll start out behind in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes. That pitch high for ball 1.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th.
Keene fouls that one off behind the plate.
The off-speed pitch misses high. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 outs. Tessa Monholland on second after her double, 2 RBIs.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Williams, and
A little backdoor movement on that. Katie knew as soon as it crossed the plate. Strikes out there to end the bottom of the 4th, but a great inning by the Lady Jaguars. So they had 6 hits, 8 runs. As we'll step aside as you're listening to the 13th region. Oh, we got a little and North Laurel Nation YouTube.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. Pepsi Cola. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
number 11, Ellis Ali leads off here. High fly ball. And Ellie Adams will step into the third base coach's box and make the catch for out number 1.
Lady Jaguars are 2 outs away from winning the 13th Region Softball Tournament back-to-back years and advancing to the KHSAA State Softball Tournament at John Crop Stadium at the University of Kentucky, where they'll play Thursday, June the 5th, next Thursday. Time to be determined.
This is left fielder Scarlett Peel, little dribbler over to Adams, and she'll make the play for out number 2.
Again, stay tuned. Afterwards, we'll have word from Coach Chris Edwards. Lots of players. We're going to take our wireless mic and step out onto the field and see if we can talk to multiple players, as what appears to be a big victory for your Lady Jaguars as they lead 11-1, 1 out away from advancing to the state tournament.
In the box now for the Lady Generals, this is going to be number 7, Sadie Seals.
Seals flew out to the right fielder, Lucy Linville, in the 3rd inning.
First pitch to her, outside corner for strike 1.
Carl with the pitch. And Seals swings. This play-by-play partner here was signaling for the first base umpire for a check swing, but no need. Is home plate umpire Kevin Terry calls it a swing. 0-2, 2 outs.
Oh, a good old strikeout. That'd be sweet right here to end it. Let's see. 0-2 pitch from Carl. And she gets it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lady Jaguars win 11-1. The champions of the 13th region softball, and they advance to the state tournament. Just great job again, all up and down the lineup, hit after hit. You know, after giving up 1 run in the first inning, Emma Carl shut them down. Only allowed 1 walk over the last 3 innings and no hits. Shout out to Coach Chris Edwards and his coaching staff, Ben Sams, Jeremy Adams, Steve Foley, Taylor Jones, to get the job done again. So we'll be back. We'll step aside for a commercial break. We'll be back after a couple minutes, and we'll hear from the winning coach, Coach Chris Edwards, and lots of the Lady Jaguar softball team as they win the 13th Region Championship here at Corbin High School. You're listening to Mike and Jalen Black on the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. PepsiCo. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. PepsiCo. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
You have found souls. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best in country and southern gospel.
We are the Light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightof www.lightoflondon.com.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like you've never seen it before, with shows like The Jaguar Den on the first Monday of every month. And all your favorite sports coverage, you can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio 98.5 as we are teaming up to bring you coverage all over no matter where you are. Tune in today.
Hi, my name is Mike Black, the principal at North Laurel High School. I'm joined by Athletic Director Ethan Everso, and we're excited that you've tuned in to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. The Jaguar Broadcasting Network was a dream of mine to be able to showcase the talents of not only our student athletes, but our students who are actively involved in creating commercials, working behind the scenes in video production, and we're excited to see where this venture leads.
If you want to see your name or business come across the screen in one of our commercials done by our awesome sports marketing class, feel free to reach out to the school. You can contact me via email or via phone. We can make that happen for you. Thank you for tuning in to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Go Jags.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. PepsiCo. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
You have found the source. It's the Light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the Light of London for the very best country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like you've never seen it before, with shows like The Jaguar Den on the first Monday of every month, and all your favorite sports coverage. You can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio 98.5 as we are teaming up to bring you coverage all over, no matter where you are. Tune in today.
Hi, my name is Mike Black, the principal at North Laurel High School. I'm joined by Athletic Director Ethan Everso, and we're excited that you've tuned in to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. The Jaguar Broadcasting Network was a dream of mine to be able to showcase the talents of not only our student athletes, but our students who are actively involved in creating commercials, working behind the scenes in video production, and we're excited to see where this venture leads.
If you want to see your name or business come across the screen in one of our commercials done by our awesome sports marketing class, feel free to reach out to the school. You can contact me via email or via phone. We can make that happen for you. Thank you for tuning in to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Go Jags.
All right, welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. As we have just had the all-tournament team, and Jackson County is receiving their runner-up trophy. Congratulations to them on an outstanding season, advancing to the 13th Region Championship game. Next up, you'll have your Lady Jaguars receiving the championship trophy as they advance to the KHSA State Tournament. All-tournament team for the Lady Jaguars, Emma Coral, Sage McClure, Bella Findley, and the MVP of the 13th Region Tournament, Tessa Mon Holland. So I'm going to step aside here as Coach Edwards has requested me in the picture, so we'll be right back with some more interviews. You're listening to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. PepsiCo. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like you've never seen it before, with shows like The Jaguar Den on the first Monday of every month, and all your favorite sports coverage. You can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio 98.5 as we are teaming up to bring you coverage all over, no matter where you are. Tune in today.
the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best country and southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy. Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
Ready? All right, everyone, welcome back here to Corbin High School. Your Lady Jags defeat the Jackson County Lady Generals to capture their 20th total, their second straight 13th region championship. I'm joined now by the tournament MVP, Tessa Mulholland. Tessa, you've just had an awesome performance this entire tournament. Sometimes it's felt like you put the team on your back, whether it be in the circle or at the plate. Just talk about what this means for you all to get it done.
Well, throughout the season, I really just have been struggling, but I always know my teammates there. So coming into this tournament, I really just wanted to be consistent at the plate and in the mound. I think we all just really wanted it with everything that's went on. We all wanted to win, and it's just the hunger to win. Well, we're going for that state tournament win. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, that's right. So you guys will be taking on the Henderson County Colonels in the first round, I believe, on June 5th. Obviously, this is nothing new. As I mentioned, the 20th one in program history. What's the mindset now? You get to celebrate a few days and then get back to work.
Well, we've played Henderson before, and wasn't our best game, but we've improved since then, and we're going to prepare accordingly. And I think we got it.
That's right. You guys are coming back for some revenge, right? All right, we'll take a break and be back with another Lady Jag. You're listening to Jalen Black, and this was the tournament MVP, Tessa Mulholland.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi Cola. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other guy. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
See a little camera. Oh. All right, welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Jalen Black joined now with second baseman and Bella Sizemore. Heck of a game, especially for you at the plate. You've been in you're hard yourself. I don't consider it a slump, but you've been considering it a slump. Tonight you were able to get a nice double RBI and hit a freaking bomb out the field. It was a 3-run, put you guys up 9-1. Just talk a little bit about what it felt like tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely been a rough situation and a rough tournament for a little bit. But when you're in a slump, the hitter, it's more of a mental game. It's more a mental game than anything. And I went to the plate with a mindset that, hey, no matter what's happened, the team needs me right now. It happens in tournament play. And as a senior, you could take that role. So I approached the plate today like, hey, I'm going to hit a bomb. And honestly, at that point, that's what I needed.
Yeah, so you guys went up 9-1 and ended up defeating Jackson County 11-1. Did you know this is the 20th 13th region title for the North Laurel softball program?
But and I'm not really used to losing, so I'm very thankful for the legacy behind of North Laurel. Great players behind us, but as a Lady Jag, I'm not used to losing, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, that's the standard, and this is your all second one in a row, and you're going on to try to get some revenge on the Henderson County Lady Colonels in the first round. They're the ones who beat you guys in the state championship last year. What are the emotions going into that?
A lot of emotions. We definitely didn't go out like we wanted to last year, but we have a big plan, and we know that they're a good team, and they have a great pitcher, but we have to have the right approach to the plate like we did and make no errors. And I believe in my team just like everybody else should.
All right, this has been Bella Sizemore and Jalen Black. We'll step aside and be back with Coach Chris Edwards.
Ain't about nothing but a Jag.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like you've never seen it before, with shows like The Jaguar Den on the first Monday of every month. And all your favorite sports coverage, you can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and on radio 98.5, as we are teaming up to bring you coverage all over, no matter where you are. Tune in today.
All right, welcome back to Jaguar Broadcasting Network. This is Jalen Black, joined now with three of our seniors, Sage McClure, Morgan Edwards, and Ellie Adams, after they have captured their back-to-back 13th region championship and the 20th in program history. So, girls, obviously, the game started out a little slow, Jackson County with the early lead, but I had a little bit of deja vu. It felt like the district championship game, and you all just busted it wide open in, I believe, the fourth inning there with the bats. Talk a little bit about what kind of was the spark for you all on offense.
I would say just whoever it was that got that opening hit, I think that got us going, and we just fed off that.
I gotta say it helps that they're in our district. We've played them before. We know it. We know what she's got. But I mean, I think we're able to see the ball really well, and again, like Sage said, whoever got that opening hit really started us.
Yeah. So kind of going off what Sage said, like that very first hit, it got the dugout really hyped, and so. I think that like made the team as a whole really hyped.
So you guys going back to John Crop Stadium, second year in a row. You're playing Henderson County, the team that put you guys out of the state championship game last year. So there's a little bit of bad blood, a little bit of a bad taste that was left in your mouth there. And you guys are the senior leaders. You're ready. What's the game plan heading in to the first round of state?
We're just going to go with a fresh mindset, and we're going to just have to compete.
Well, I'll say we know what happened last year. Like you said, there's bad blood. We don't want to repeat. We know what we have, and we're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Sage said, we're going in with a fresh mindset. I know that we don't want to do what happened last year because that was really, really bad. So I think keeping last year's game in mind will help us to do better this year.
Absolutely. All right. This has been three of our seniors. We'll be back with head coach Chris Edwards.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.
All across this country, people took the Pepsi Challenge.
In 1975, we challenged folks to put their taste buds to the test.
And Pepsi won.
Pepsi. PepsiCo. Pepsi.
50 years later, we're traveling across the country to challenge a new generation and celebrate winning taste along the way. We know that Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better and is more refreshing than the other. So get ready for a new Pepsi Challenge in 2025, coming soon to a city near you.
My girls played a great ball game tonight. I've been waiting on that 8-run inning that we got there in the fourth all week. Jackson County's got a nice team. That pitcher does a really good job. But we've seen her quite a few times, and we knew what we were getting, what we should expect, and we finally girls on base and some hits behind it. And Jalen, you as being a 13th region champion yourself, you know how sweet this feeling is. This is a culmination of every weight we lifted, every sprint we ran. Everything that we've done. We get to go to Lexington and represent our region, hopefully accomplish some good things. But the goal all season is this game right here, and we've won it, and we just get to play a little more.
Absolutely. And I've mentioned to some of the girls who I interviewed before you about you guys are coming back and playing the team that beat you guys in the state championship. I, as an athlete, know what that's like, when 1 year doesn't end the way you want it to and you come back and you get a chance to redeem yourself. As a coach, what are you putting into your players' minds heading into this rematch?
Well, the only thing I'm going to put in their mind tonight is food. We're going to go home. We're going to get some sleep. We're going to get in the bed. It's time to decompress just a little bit. Graduation Saturday. We got some things we got to work through. By the time we get ready for it, Henderson County's really good again. They've got a Division I SEC caliber pitcher that we'll have to deal with. They lost a little bit from their championship team last year. So what little bit I know about them is that they're always going to be good. They've been in the state tournament 5 or 6 years in a row. We get a chance. Listen, when you get to the state tournament, as you well know, you get a chance, and they've got to get us out 21 times. And we got to get them out 21 times, and we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. Well, congrats, Coach, on your win, and good luck at John Crop Stadium. Jaguar Broadcasting Network will be following you there, and we can't wait to watch.
I hope so. Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, Chris.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root has a heart for his community and its young people. Sheriff Root strongly supports and encourages our area young people to get involved in your school activities. And Sheriff Root wishes the very best to all our area Laurel County student athletes. This ad was paid for by Sheriff John Root.
North Laurel Nation, 98.5 WJTE, the Light of London, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network have teamed up to bring you North Laurel athletic coverage like.
All right, welcome back to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network. Just coming to you here to let you know the plans. I think there is going to be a parade coming through town when the girls come back, and it'll be on Main Street. So line up at the courthouse, welcome them back as they come back into town. I think their plan is to go eat. I'm not 100% sure where it's at, but they'll probably be posting that on their social medias and different things like that, and we'll try to get it on this athletics page as well. So go Jags. Awesome year to be a Jaguar. I mean, we just keep winning here at North Laurel, and it's awesome. And I know I'm partial, but I'm allowed to be. That's my job. So just line up on Main Street. Welcome these girls back as they've won their 20th region title in school history, their second in a row. They're headed back to UK at John Copper Stadium to compete in the state tournament next Thursday. We'll have that information out. They don't have the time yet. They do play Henderson County, but they do not have the time yet posted on the website. So as soon as that's posted, all that information will get out along with ticketing information, different things like that. Just check the North Laurel Athletics website.
for any information. So from Corbin High School, North Laurel defeats Jackson County 11-1 in 5 innings to be crowned the 13th Region softball champions. And we'll close it out here from Corbin. As always, go Jags.
Lipari Energy loves giving back to our community, and we proudly support all of our area student athletes. At Lipari, we know that success is predicated on hard work and determination, and we strive to help our young people get a great start in every way possible. Today's game is proudly brought to you by Lipari Energy.